Kitakubu.
What's up everyone, KitaSean here. So let me apologize beforehand because my voice is still iffy right now. My throat is very right now, but I'm getting off the flu, and if I cough and if I sound weird throughout the video, I apologize beforehand. But we actually have some pretty big news for FGO right now for the JP version, of course. Valentine's 2019 event has finally been announced. We thought that they were going to announce this yesterday, but I think they're timing it right with the Ilya event because the Ilya event ends later today. So they're like, you know what, let's go ahead and just time it right. And here we are, Valentine's 2019 Voice and Letter Collection. When I saw the collection, I was like, oh my god, they're collaborating with Content Collection, but that's not the case. Don't worry about that. But Voice and Letter Collection, I think the title, they're taking it from the new I guess you could say voiceovers for the upcoming Valentine's event. They announced this during a Winterfest event when they announced the Prism Ilya rerun collab. So they're like, we're gonna bring in some voices for the Valentine dialogue. So yeah, they're basically just titling off of that, which is actually really cool. So we get to hear all our servants in full voices, which is actually really awesome, and I can't wait to listen to all of that. Not only that, of course, we have a new servant. No one expected this. Like, I'm pretty sure no one. If you said that this servant was coming for Valentine's Day, I don't know where you got that information, but you guys are crazy. But Murasaki Shikibu, the writer of The Tale of Genji, is the new servant, and she is drawn by Honjo Raita. For those who don't know who Murasaki Shikibu is, she's pretty famous in Japanese literature. Like, she's actually a real female poet, author, from like I think it was the Heiji period. I can't remember the period, but yeah, she's a pretty famous person when it comes to Japanese literature. And honestly, I don't know why she has that gothic look. I don't know what Honjo Raita was thinking there. I don't know what Delightworks was thinking there. Maybe she'll have like some Japanese Wahuku clothing skins later on, who knows. But yeah, Murasaki Shikibu is gonna be the limited 5-star servant, and I'm really looking forward to this. Like, I cannot wait to roll for Murasaki Shikibu. So the period for this event is going to be February 6th, 6 p.m. Japan time until February 20th, so a very long period of time, and all you have to do is clear Huyuki in order to participate in this event, which basically means everyone can participate, which is actually really awesome. And I think that's a great idea because you want to listen to all these servants' voices. Like, it's something new, and you don't want everyone to be left out. So this is actually really awesome that they're allowing everyone to listen in to all the voices that they added in for this Valentine's event. So the event type for this Valentine's event is going to be a point system. So you collect these points called Utayomi points. I guess you can translate that to poetry points. So collect more of these poetry points, you get items, materials, summon tickets, mana prisms, apples, command codes, etc. And you use this CE called Beautiful Dreamer to get more of these points. And on the right on this screenshot here are the event items. So you collect these event items so that you can exchange them in the shop. So again, you can exchange them for foes, materials, etc. So if you participated in last year's Valentine's Day event, it's very similar. All you gotta do is collect these lock-on chocolates and surprise chocolates. You exchange them to the servants and you go to their dialogue. And of course this year it's different because full voices. I'm very excited. Again, I'm just super excited. I love Japanese voice actors. So, but scrolling down a little bit, of course we have a couple new servants that are participating in their very first Valentine's event. Murasaki Shikibu, of course, Achilles, Napoleon, Okada Izo, etc. So many new servants. So we get to listen to all these servants in full voices, like your favorite male, your favorite female. It's just going to be really awesome. And I just cannot wait to listen to all of them, like what they have to say for Valentine's Day. So what's also pretty crazy about this V-Day event that it's bringing in a new Ascension skill-up material called the Tsukumo Kagami, basically a mirror, and most likely Murasaki Shikibu is going to be needing it to ascend and of course skill up. And I'm not exactly sure if they're going to give us, you know, everything there to, you know, fully skill her up and ascension. I'm pretty sure they're going to give us enough to ascend her, but not, you know, max 10 her when it comes to skills. And it looks like we can exchange it in the item shop. So I'm not, again, sure how many they're going to give us, but most likely enough to at least ascend her. Also, during this V-Day event, Murasaki Shikibu will be doing 100% more damage as well as getting 50% more bond points. So let's go ahead and talk about the event CE that we can exchange in the event shop. Beautiful Dreamer. This specific CE, Buster up 8%, MP gain rate up 8%, 30% MP charge at the start of battle, and of course I said this earlier, gets you more of the points that you need for this event by 30%. So we also have some new command codes, and I think these command codes are a must pick up. Definitely get these guys because they're really good in my opinion. The 5-star narrow command code recovers 200 HP to the entire party, which is actually not bad at all. And then you have the 4-star command code. This one I really like, and I think this is the best one out of the 3. This one deals increased critical damage to Saber class enemies by 25%, so this will definitely work very well with some archer servants. So equip this to an archer servant, do 25% more critical damage. You can't go wrong with that. Definitely pick this one up. And then the 3-star command code is actually pretty good as well. Removes critical damage up on an enemy and inflicts 10% critical damage down for 3 turns. Definitely a great one. All of these command codes are really good, but specifically for me, the 4-star one is definitely a must get. So we can't end the video without talking about the gacha for V-Day, and Murasaki Shikibu, she's going to be a limited servant, so she will not be put in the story gacha after this. So if you want her, roll her during this event. And of course, because it's Valentine's Day, that means all the permanent female servants that are in the story gacha will also get some rate ups. So let's go ahead and look at the list and when they will release as a rate up summon. So Murasaki Shikibu will be rate up on every V-Day gacha appearing during this event, so you don't have to worry about her. But all the other servants you kind of have to worry because they're only going to be rate up for 1 day. But February 6th through February 7th, for 2 days, Murasaki Shikibu will be rate up alone. And then starting from February 8th, we're going to have 2 different gachas, like V-Day 1 gacha, V-Day 2 gacha. And starting on February 8th is going to be Attila as well as Nightingale. Both of them will have their own rate ups alongside Murasaki Shikibu. February 9th, Orion and Maeve. February 10th, Arturian Lancer and Sanden Hoshi. And then February 11th, Quet and Jack the Ripper. I actually might roll for these 2 because I don't have them. And then February 12th, Anastasia, Janadark Ruler. February 13th, Osaka Hime and Mordred. And then Valentine's Day, we're going to have Shitonai and Francis Drake. February 15th, Arturia Pendragon Saber, Tamamo Caster, and then February 16th, Buradamante and Shalhazard. And then February 17th through the 20th, it's only going to be Murasaki Shikibu. So if you want to roll for another specific servant, then I would mark that day and then just hope that you get them during that rate up. But Murasaki Shikibu, again, you don't have to worry about her at all. But if you want to just roll for her alone, then the first 2 days and the last 3 days. So let's go ahead and talk about some gacha CEs now. So the 5-star CE is going to be Bittersweet. It has Ereshkigal and Ishtar in the back there. By the way, I love all the arts for all these CEs. But the 5-star one, Bittersweet, invincibility for 2 hits, and then MP power up 25%. And this drops the brush CE for the event. And then we have Valkyrie style. Gain 3% MP charge each turn, not bad at all. And then increase MP power up by 15%, and then drops the ink event item. And then the 3-star CE, Memory of Qualia, I think that's, yeah, Qualia. Gain 1 star every turn, and then MP gain 3%, and drops the papers for the event. So we of course have the MP animation from Murasaki Shikibu. It's actually a really pretty noble phantasm, so let's go ahead and check it out. It's called Genji Monogatari, the Tale of Genji, if you translate that in English. So let's go ahead and check it out.
限りあれば薄墨衣朝けれど涙ぞ袖を縁となしける源氏物語青いもののけ
So again, a very beautiful noble phantasm. So looking at the effects that we saw in the noble phantasm, it does look like it's going to be AoE, and looking at it again, it does increase damage to demonic enemies, so definitely an anti-noble phantasm. And it also inflicts buff nullification, so I actually think this noble phantasm is pretty good. Now we just have to wait and see what her skills are, but I'm crossing my fingers that Murasaki Shikibu is going to be a great servant. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be pretty sad that she is a caster. We have so many casters in this game right now, and I mean, Mew and Ilya are casters, so it's like, why another caster? Well, it makes sense because I mean, she is a you know, a novelist, a poet, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we have enough casters in this game right now. I kind of want to see other servants. But I'm still going to be rolling for Murasaki Shikibu. What's also really cool is that Nightingale is getting an animation update as well. She has like a somersault kick now. She's stabbing with like a huge sword. And then of course we have her Noble Phantasm trailer as well. I'll leave the link down below for you guys to check that out, as well as the Noble Phantasm for Murasaki Shikibu. But Nightingale's new Noble Phantasm looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically about it. Are you guys gonna be rolling for Murasaki Shikibu? Because I know I am. I'm really excited that Honjo Raita has drawn this new servant, because if you guys don't know, I'm a huge Honjo Raita fan. Like I've been a fan ever since the original Valkyria Chronicles game. So it's awesome to see Honjo Raita draw another servant. But honestly, it was very unexpected to see Murasaki Shikibu become that new Valentine's Day servant. But anyways, that's basically about it. I hope you guys look forward to the V-Day event, which is going to be basically starting later today. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Laters.